to another episode of More Than a Pretty Face, a podcast focusing on women's studies and feminism in the United States.
On tonight's episode, we will be discussing the Barbie movie, the highest-grossing film of 2023 and filmed by a female director, directed by Greta Gerwig and produced by Margot Robbie, according to Britannica.
Barbie is a name that strikes instant familiarity, and she is a name that evokes controversy, emulation, and success, according to Kristen Noel Wiseman, who is an author and CEO of Studio K. Barbie was a toy first introduced in 1959, created by Ruth Handler and produced by McHale, and made astounding feats in feminist culture. It was created originally to teach young girls, specifically Ruth's daughter Barbara, who the doll is named after, that they could be more than just a housewife and mother.
Handler herself even said it provides for millions and millions of little girls an important play experience. It gives a little girl the ability to dream about her future.
Barbie, at the time of her creation, defeated the standard motherly, perfect, and submissive norm of a woman by remaining independent through her various groundbreaking jobs as an astronaut, doctor, and presidential candidate. This is further proven by Rachel Treisman, a Yale graduate and journalist. Barbie got her first dream house in 1962, more than a decade before most single women in the U.S. would be able to own their own home, let alone bank account.
There's much controversy around the Barbie doll. Some versions of the Barbie had seemingly inappropriate themes which raised many strong opinions on the doll. An example of this is Sugar Daddy Ken, which was also featured in the movie.
While we're on the topic of versions of Barbies, what Barbie did you all play with growing up?
My favorite Barbie growing up was the Barbie Princess Charm School doll. She had a pink plastic crystal corset and a pink gown.
I played with all types of Barbies, but I always loved Skipper.
My favorite was always the mermaid Barbie that had the color-changing tail.
Now, time to get back on topic. What is feminism and what does it have to do with the Barbie movie? Feminism, as defined by Oxford Languages, is the advocacy of women's rights on the basis of the equality of sexes. In other words, feminism is a movement which aims to strengthen women as a whole in society.
Now, its relation to Barbie. Barbie was one of the first dolls that was marketed to younger girls that wasn't a baby. According to Fashion and Decor, A Modern History, this meant that Barbie was one of the first dolls to encourage independence in girls and not attempt to imply that a girl should be a mother in the future. She changes the image of what a woman can be.
Wait, we need to go back to the dolls. Can we just all agree that Kens were never allowed? Barbie was just too queen for him.
Yes.
You know who's a real queen? Greta Gerwig.
Greta Gerwig, who before directed films such as Lady Bird and Little Women, has been nominated for multiple awards such as the Best Picture and other Oscar nominations, according to the Los Angeles Times.
I love that all of Gerwig's films have a running theme based on women's perspective, which just shows that she's a real expert on this complex topic.
I think the reason that Greta's films hit so hard is because she's a woman making films about women. She's able to accurately portray the life of a woman because she herself has experienced these struggles because she, too, is a woman.
Yes, a man would never be able to accurately depict a woman like Greta does. They've tried in the past but failed. It's like having a king that doesn't live in the same place as his subjects.
On the topic of Greta, her film style deserves more credit, as she, according to Swarthmore College, places herself in a long tradition of female creators in the commercial realm of American culture, where the successful appeal to female audiences authorizes expression and power not sanctioned elsewhere, which I can completely attest to, as Barbie had American women in a chokehold.
Greta really does such a great job in making strong lead women characters that girls can look up to. You know, it's actually very similar to how Ruth wanted Barbie to be a woman that girls could look up to.
Well, talking about Greta, can we discuss that she was not nominated for Oscar's
I was completely shocked, considering the historical feats that she made as the first female director of the highest-grossing film and the highest-grossing film of 2023, and the important message she had to share to viewers worldwide.
You know, Greta was totally stepped on by the patriarchy. I mean, it goes against the whole point of Barbie. Feminism is not just an issue regarding women, but regarding everyone.
I agree. It completely coincides with the movie. Greta's getting disregarded for being a woman just like Barbie.
I remember in this one interview with Greta Gerwig and Margot Robbie, they talked about Barbie being a feminist film, and Greta said, looking at all the thorniness and stepping into what is the negotiation of what women need to be and how to give them something other than a tightrope to walk on is how it feels feminist to me.
Greta really attempted to widen the road for women with this film. The tightrope we are given to walk on has been too small for years. In an article written by Katie Glynn, a freelance political science writer, states that one of the main reasons that men don't understand the movie is the fact that they don't know what it's like to be a woman and all the struggles that come with it. As a response to the hate toward the mistreatment of Kens in the movie, she says, "If you think it's unfair and discriminatory how Kens were treated in the movie, just imagine how a woman must feel being treated like that, and worse, in real life."
Men will never understand what exactly a woman goes through, which is exactly why Greta was perfect for this. Although people still argue that it was just a stupid movie that did absolutely nothing for women.
I mean, I think it's broken down plenty of walls. And in worldwide box office sales, it grossed over $1 billion, according to Barnum Financial Group.
Yet, still people think it's just a movie about a pretty doll who lives in a perfect world. I mean, just look at Jo Koy's joke at the Golden Globes. The media did not take that one well.
Didn't Mattel originally turn down the idea for Barbie? This is not the first time Barbie has been brought down like this.
Mattel tried to deny Ruth the Barbie doll. The all-male committee said the doll would never sell and never had the potential to make it in the wide market. But Ruth's drive brought Barbie to the worldwide market after all.
And look where that led them. She put the doll out anyways, and it became their best-selling toy. It even helped Mattel become a leading toy company across the globe. And according to Nita Olby from NPR, the Barbie movie even outsold Warner Brothers' highest-grossing movie ever, which was Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2.
The reality is, Barbie will forever be a household name that everyone loves. Feminism would not be the same without her.
Although Barbie is near and dear to many hearts across America, some women disagree with her representation as an asset to feminism, considering her stereotypical appearance and body type.
Well, yes, but her positives do outweigh her negatives. Even with her perfect appearance, she has still managed to show girls everywhere that a woman can be everything a man can be, and that's really what this is about. I mean, Barbie has always managed to keep up with the times. In just the past 60 years, Barbie has now run for president as well as held over 200 careers, all of which were shown in the Barbie movie.
It is found that Barbie's image can cause body dysmorphia in teens, hypothetically, according to the Scientific American. As stated by researcher Jennifer Webb, a clinical health psychologist at the University of North Carolina at Charlotte, we do see some evidence that having some exposure to Barbie or other thin-type dolls similar to Barbie does impact young girls' experiences of body image. For example, we see lower body esteem and greater thin ideal internalization.
Although this is an issue, Mattel has recently released an abundance of new body types for Ken and Barbie dolls, which includes more curves, hair, and body types, as well as facial features such as freckles.
A Coattail Media article that explores the feminist view of Greta's Barbie adaptation says, "This movie gives a new way to think about feminism, which is not just for women because it also wants men to think about this too." The new Barbie movie has become such an integral role in how we will view feminism from now on, and hopefully we'll get more than just women to acknowledge the need for equality.
On a final note, according to MSU Today, Barbie is a brand with one foot planted firmly in the past and the other in the future. We hope that she will continue to develop and become an even better model for women across the globe by providing a better perspective of a woman's life. The Barbie movie will be able to impact fellow women as well as men who may not understand us.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of More Than Just a Pretty Face.
See you next week to hear some more about feminist issues.
Thanks for listening, and we will catch you later.